It started as a simple task, cleaning my wife's car while she was out. I noticed a USB stick wedged under the seat. Curiosity got the better of me. I plugged it into my laptop and immediately froze. Files, photos, and documents revealed a life she had carefully hidden for months. Bank statements, secret messages, and intimate photos with another man confirmed my worst fear. My wife, Maya, had a double life. I felt a wave of anger, betrayal, and disbelief crash over me. This wasn't just cheating. It was a deliberate deception that had been going on right under my nose. The USB exposed everything: hotel reservations, receipts, and even emails planning a separate apartment. Maya had been living a second life, full of lies and secrets, while I trusted her completely. Every late night at work and girls' night out had been fabricated. The scale of her betrayal stunned me. She wasn't just cheating. She was plotting a parallel life. The more I explored, the angrier I became, but I knew I couldn't act impulsively. The ultimate revenge required careful planning. Maya believed she was untouchable, but the USB had handed me the keys to her destruction. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I started documenting every file, message, and transaction. Screenshots, emails, financial records. Nothing was overlooked. I even hired a private investigator to track her meetings and capture more proof. Every careless act she took became a weapon in my hands. Her arrogance and secrecy were her downfall. The evidence piled up, enough to destroy her socially, financially, and legally. I smiled quietly as I realized the more she tried to hide, the easier it became to plan her complete exposure. Her double life was about to collapse. Revenge required timing. I waited for a family gathering where relatives and close friends would be present. Maya thought she was untouchable and would continue her secret life without consequence. I, however, had everything meticulously documented and ready for the perfect reveal. The USB became the centerpiece of my plan. I wasn't going to yell or cry. I would let facts and evidence speak for themselves. She believed she was controlling the narrative, but the tables were about to turn, and her secret life would become the center of her public humiliation. During the dinner, I casually mentioned I had discovered something interesting. Calmly, I plugged the USB into the TV. Screenshots of her chats, photos with the other man, and financial records flashed on the screen. Gasps filled the room. Maya froze, realizing her carefully constructed lie had crumbled. Friends and family stared, shocked at the depth of her deception. I narrated the evidence in a calm, measured voice, letting each revelation sink in. Her panic grew with every slide. The woman who thought she was untouchable was now exposed in front of everyone she knew. Her double life was destroyed publicly and permanently. The next day, I filed for divorce and secured all assets in my name. Maya attempted to manipulate the court with lies, but the USB evidence left no room for denial. Every financial transaction, secret meeting, and email was documented. Custody of the kids was granted to me. Additionally, I reported her for fraud and financial manipulation. Legal experts were impressed with the thoroughness of the evidence. Maya's attempts to escape consequences failed completely. Revenge, I realized, didn't have to be violent. It could be strategic, patient, and absolutely devastating. Friends and family cut ties. Maya lost credibility, trust, and respect. Her affair partner was publicly humiliated when the evidence exposed him as well. Attempts to rebuild relationships failed miserably. Social isolation, financial losses, and public humiliation became her reality. Meanwhile, I focused on my children, career, and personal growth. Every success became a reminder of how her lies and deception had ultimately failed. The revenge wasn't about shouting or confrontation. It was about letting evidence and truth destroy the life she tried to live secretly. After the exposure, I rebuilt my life carefully. Financial security, emotional healing, and time with my children became priorities. Therapy helped me recover from the emotional trauma. Maya's betrayal was devastating, but it also taught me vigilance, patience, and resilience. I surrounded myself with trustworthy people and rebuilt trust slowly. Her double life, which she once thought would be her power, became her downfall. My revenge was complete, but more importantly, I regained control over my life. Betrayal had sparked my empowerment. Months later, Maya tried contacting me, begging for forgiveness. I calmly ignored her, letting her desperation speak louder than any words I could say. She realized too late that her choices had permanent consequences. Her public humiliation, social isolation, and legal losses left her powerless. She had gambled with my life, my trust, and my family, and she lost everything. Watching her struggle without interfering was the final satisfaction. True revenge, I realized, was rising above, controlling your own destiny, and letting consequences fall naturally on those who betrayed you. Today, my life is stable, prosperous, and full of peace. Maya's affair, double life, and deception are a distant memory for me. I've learned that patience, evidence, and strategic action deliver far more satisfying revenge than impulsive anger. Betrayal can destroy, but it can also empower the person who responds wisely. My children are safe, and my dignity is restored. The USB that revealed her lies became a symbol of both destruction and liberation. My story proves that careful planning, patience, and evidence-based action make revenge not only brutal but utterly unstoppable.